Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? Thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm going to talk about what happened in the world of sports this weekend. Happy Monday. We got a lot to talk about. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the Houston Astros and the Philadelphia Phillies for making the World Series. It's going to be a good, nice series. I preferably wanted the Yankees to make it just because, they're a bigger team, bigger market, more excitement. But we'll see. I like Houston. They're a fun team to watch. We're past the cheating scandal, I believe. We're past all that. Philly got Bryce Harper. He's easy to hate. Houston's easy to hate. I think it'll be a good series for a lot of fans around the country. So I want to get next. I want to go talk about my Golden State Warriors. On Friday, I believe it was, they lost to Denver. Man, they were down by 25 early. Tried to come back but couldn't get it done. It was an ugly loss, but they came back last night against Sacramento, whooped ass. They scored 89 points in the first half, which is incredible. I think, and that's not what's even weirder is that was their third highest. So they've scored even more than that before, and they had a 50-point quarter, and I don't believe that was their highest either. That's pretty crazy right there. I mean, enjoy it while it lasts. You're never going to see basketball like this played again in the Bay Area. At least not for a long, long time. We're watching something incredible right before our eyes. Tremendous, very rare. This is an anomaly. And a guy like Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, they're getting older. So just take it in and enjoy it. Got to now. Because the window is closing. You could tell, because they got a lot of these young guys now. They're in the middle of a transition. But we got a couple years left to enjoy. Okay, so next I'll talk about the Las Vegas Raiders. They got a win. They finally learned how to play in the fourth quarter. It was looking like a little shaky, like they might lose to Houston. Frankly, the Raiders could be like, Houston came off a bye week too, but frankly, the Raiders should be like 6-0 right now, or 5-1. They've just played. They've had the lead, or they've been really very closely involved in every single game this year. They've just blew it, or something weird, funky would happen late in the game. So last but not least, I want to talk about my 49ers. And I figured it was going to be ugly, but there were some last-minute decisions that Trent Williams was going to play, Jimmy Ward was going to play, and Nick Bosa was going to play. So that gave him a little bit more of a chance, but not enough. There's still too many injuries. Hufanga played also. He was on the concussion protocol. And he had an interception. That guy looks like a baby Polamalu. I love him, man. He's actually one of the best, playing one of the best safeties this year. I love the guy. Ever since that blocked punt in Green Bay last year, wow. He's just elevated his game. But now, Greenlaw suffered an injury. It just never ends. It just never ends, right? And then Juszczyk had an injury too. So we'll see where they go about that. But anyways, I figured that case, the way Pat Mahomes is playing on video game level, even if Christian McCaffrey was acquired, he doesn't know the playbook yet, so he wasn't going to be involved that much to where he could make a huge difference. But that's beside the point. A running back is not what the Niners need. That's not is what's going to make them better. The offensive line needs to play well. They need to be healthy. They got the number one defense in the NFL. Elijah Mitchell should be coming back soon. Jeff Wilson's a good running back. Tyrion David Price, he just drafted. Now the Niners have no draft picks for freaking 3 years. Almost no draft picks for 3 years. So you're banking on winning a Super Bowl in these next 2 seasons. That doesn't look like it's going to happen. I haven't been a big fan of Kyle Shanahan or John Lynch personally. That's my opinion, especially John Lynch. I don't like a lot of free agent acquisitions and a lot of the trades they've made. They just haven't panned out. We'll see, though. But 5 years is a little too long. Same with a little nerd Farhan Zaidi, the GM of the Giants. He's had too long, too. He hasn't done nothing. Nothing impressive at all. That 107-game season last year was a fluke. I mean, I know the Giants had a lot of injuries, and I know I'm bouncing all over the place. But, and anyway, I'll go back to the NFL. So, I finished my baseball time. The NFL, I'm sorry, guys. I'm bouncing around. It's early in the morning on a Monday. So after the 49ers, I want to talk about some NFL upsets. The parity of this season is just incredible. There's not really one team that's dominant beside Philadelphia and Buffalo. And even at that, there's not much of a gap between them. Now that Dallas has Dak Prescott back, it could change, but I think Philadelphia is a more complete team at this moment. I think Philly, KC, and Buffalo, well, Philly, Buffalo, KC are the top three teams right now. Outside of that, maybe Dallas, New York Giants. I just don't trust Daniel Jones. And Minnesota, I like Kirk Cousins, Dalvin Cook. I like what Minnesota's doing up there. And Green Bay's just looking trash. Aaron Rodgers, I don't know. He doesn't know when to throw the ball to. It's not totally his fault. Now, Tom Brady, on the other end, that guy looks like he might need to retire again. I don't know what's going on in Tampa, but they need to figure that out quick, because the season's about halfway over now. So there's not much more time to say, oh, it's another game, we'll get it right next week. Time's running out. We know how fast the NFL season is, that's for sure. And then the New York Jets, you have them sneaking up on everybody. Again, I think they'll fall off in the second half of the season. They have a nice little run going. Zach Wilson's come back from injury, but I don't have much faith in them. I mean, they have a great defense, but we'll see. We'll see. They're a young team. Like Jacksonville, I think they're a year or two away from being good also. Other than that, man, we had a UFC event in Abu Dhabi, I believe it was, or Dubai, one of them cities, anyways, in the Arab Emirates. And Charles Oliveira lost. So, next week we got the, which I can't wait for. I know a lot of people don't like Jake Paul. I'm a big fan of Jake Paul, and I think he's good for boxing, but I cannot wait for Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva this Saturday. I can't wait, man. That's what I'm excited for. Especially since this Terrence Crawford fight versus Earl Spence Jr. was canceled. I'm really looking forward to this Jake Paul fight. I'm a big fan of Jake Paul. Aside from that, we have Logan Paul fighting Roman Reigns the week after, the day before my birthday, on November 5th at Crown Jewel in Dubai. He's going to be fighting Roman Reigns for the WWE title. I'm a big fan of the Paul brothers. I love them. I think they're great for sports. I love the whole podcasting thing, this newer approach. I'm a big fan of YouTuber. I'm a YouTuber, right? So I root for the content creators. I really do. And it looks like Logan's got a fight in January coming up also. He hasn't talked about it, but so we got a lot of stuff coming up, you guys. A lot of basketball. We got the World Series, man. Football's and freaking, we're halfway through the season. So we're, college football is about, it's heating up. We're getting our playoffs and bowl games ready, our predictions ready. So you guys, man, drop some comments. Leave a like, man. Subscribe to this channel. Let's have some great sports conversations. Let's talk. We can get on some lives, man. Create some pools. Man, I want to talk with y'all. I love sports talk. I want to get everyone who's involved, whoever loves sports talk as a hobby, loves talking sports, just want a great place to conversate. Come on, man. Drop by. Let's have some fun here, you guys. That's what YouTube's all about, right? Having fun. Let's do something. Come on, guys. Let's get this channel going.